What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're following up our mid-game testing video with a little bit of some PvP action. So, we're going to be running a 6 Transcendence hero team to see how it works out. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to go for like a very offensive, fast Melodic Springs. It's only Radiant, but Melodic Strings should be pretty solid. I want to go for tanky supporters here. I want to still get that energy off in round 1, get the shields up from the Vesa, have a very fast Lord of Fear Aspen, get some CC off, and this account is actually one that is perfect for doing some Star Arena testing. So I want to make sure our team is upgraded in there. There's going to be a lot of enemies we're facing with very similar power levels. So we're going to jump in here. We're going to see how these dodge combos actually work. Because of course we have Freya and we have our newest hero, Phantom Defier Elena, and both of them can do some crazy stuff. Then we also have some CC coming out from Lord of Fear Aspen and of course Jahras. Although Jahras is kind of like our main damage dealer in this situation, so we kind of want her offensive, and we're just going to see how that actually plays out. Either way, these two crown heroes should get actives in round 1 with the way that we have this set up. But it really just depends on how this dodge situation works, because right now I don't know if there's a way to tell what layer, like how many layers of shield you have for the dodge, but man, oh man, damage. Vesa is coming in hard, and she's just got like a regular old artifact here. So we'll go through a bunch of these fights, see how it actually plays out. Don't know if we have anybody in the friends list with very similar power or not. I do really like Jahras with like energy, and especially a Melodic Strings. It just feels so interesting. We could slow her down a little bit and run a Rui, but like, I don't know about that. I definitely like the Rui Scepter on the Lord of Fear Aspen. That one I definitely like. I don't mind her going super fast and getting like a gigantic active off though. We're running a Speed Stone on her at the same time as Speed enables. She did proc instantly because of that combo of Sword Flash and Drake. But man, I mean, Melodic can slap pretty hard. If she's your big main damage dealer, I mean, this combo can work. This is her down here in case you were wondering. We're actually not even getting to fights that are long enough to see how the Freya Elena combo actually works. Oh wait, are they getting an active in round 1? I think only if they get hit. No, maybe they get actives off as well in round 1. Yeah, we're utterly destroying heroes, and that's kind of why it's like PvP wise, it's really hard to rank her because so many of these combats are over immediately. Granted, we're coming up to better teams to test against now. I think they might actually have more origin than us at this point. So it'll be nice to see how these two heroes, if they can like just keep going with their crowns and their tank ability and their dodging, to see how this actually works out. Queen is annoying on the enemy side. Guys, Jahras with Melodic Strings is not a joke. I'm telling you right now, for PvP, it is a killer here. So this one we're actually going to skip to. We're going to get a W. I'm not going to take over anybody for the time being. I'm just going to try to use our team and see how far we can progress here. Unless the team has like origin. These look like very similar teams that we just fought. Actually, they look identical. This one's new, but again, not really strong enough. So let's see if we can find something with a little bit more power here. Come on. Eventually we'll get to people that are ranked in our same power difficulty here. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. I almost took the Russell just because, you know, I love Russell. So he was my MVP back in the day. I love Russell. This is the weird thing with Star Arena. Like sometimes you can get decent matchups. This one looks like a good one to highlight here. Probably very similar origin tree levels. So we'll see how this combat plays out. Ooh, man, Vesa almost killing in round 1 their Sword Flash. That's interesting. Jahras still slower than a couple heroes, so she has like a supercharged active, honestly. Like, it's just crazy powerful. This is just a really good PvP account as well for the mid game. Like, it kind of just has everything you'd want. We might have to go to like the friends list or something. Oh, here's a good one. So this has a lot of power too. It does have a random EOS thrown in there, which I don't really know why the random EOS is there, except maybe because she's going to be building, or they're going to be building Sun Devour EOS. I guess if we had a hero that wasn't a big burst damage dealer and it was like full supports, the Elena Freya combo would be pretty sick. The other thing is we're also getting control immunity, which is nice. And as they use actives, we get more and more control immunity. So one thing you'll notice, we're not really getting CC'd at all, because of course, one thing I want to talk about with her, something that's really hard to quantify is here. When an enemy releases active skills, reduces their speed by 8 and removes one random control effect from an ally, which is awesome, because if someone does get hit with the CC, it just removes it when someone else uses an active, and then increases all other allies' control immunity. So those are like the combos where this is also going to push Jahras, like enemy Jahras, out of the meta even more, the more Elenas you see in combat. Because even if someone does get hit with a CC, it's not going to stick. So we have this taunt right here. Let's see if the taunt disappears. Yep, it's gone. You see the taunt just completely disappeared from our, I mean, from our Freya. That's pretty amazing. This is quite overpowered in PvP, I will say. Because like you just have to survive. As long as you survive, if another enemy on your team uses an active, even if they're all going before your team, you're slowly getting rid of all of those before your team even goes, which is a really cool strategy. Like, this is something you're not going to see quantified here. She still has a lot of healing as well, and some of her healing and her abilities are RNG based, because of course they're based on whichever trick she has active, which can be a little confusing for people. But most of these battles we should be able to clear through quite easily. That's sadly not a full team. This might be a good competition here, because this is a very, very strong sword flash. And yeah, you kind of need the Drake Rogan combination to try to make this team work. I don't think it has a chance of beating us, to be honest. Between the CC we're putting out, the damage we're putting out, I mean, they can't crowd control us whatsoever. Like, they can't. They can't. This Jahra's not going to land anything on us, and even if she does, yeah, we're just going to be able to get rid of it immediately. Let's do one more battle for right now, and then we'll come back to this maybe in a couple days after we test a little further. Like, even if they are getting rid of our Jahra, like, this is going to be a good test, because we lost our big burst capability, so we might be able to see a little more what Elena can do in a longer battle here. She actually hit them with a fear effect as well. Don't even need the Jahra. My goodness. Yeah, when you can't be crowd controlled though, it's pretty interesting, right? So overall, I think honestly in PvP, one of the strongest part of this character's tool set is this right here. It's just absolutely amazing. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and let me know what you guys think about her in the mid game. We'll be doing more testing on the end game a little bit later, and I'll see you guys next time.